Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar.
I'm Holden, and today's special guest is...
I'm Casey.
Casey, which you guys probably know if you watch the videos because Casey has been around. Money. Well, I wouldn't say money.
So we do have the new studio today, obviously.
It's going to be a little echoey, so just bear with us because there's nothing on the walls.
Now it's a big empty room with hardwood floors, so there's that. But
that'll change slowly. This is just the temporary studio. We're going to be
doing some stuff to the basement, which you guys have probably seen.
in the video that I said talking about the basement, but
Yeah, that's that. Tater Dom's in the chat. Cheers, Tater Dom. Cheers to you.
also,
I need a glass.
you need a glass. Let's give you... Actually, you know what? I'll give you the Bourbon Bar blend. Since you're my special
It
guest.
was
I'll be drinking out of a Junkies blend today. Actually, this Junkies blend...
I'm going to be drinking out of
That one is. I just know that this one's not. I'm drinking out of my jug blend. Anyway, so, hello everybody, welcome back. Casey's here, and we're going to be doing something that... Is this something that's fun to do every once in a while? And that's just drinking whiskey. And for him, drinking new whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey has...
Now, I did say the title of this video is Whiskey Noob Explores Whiskey.
In all honesty, he's not a complete noob. He's basically got his own little collection started. He's had a lot of things, and his palate is a bit more refined. I shouldn't say a bit. A lot more refined than it started off as. But overall, it's how long have you been in the whiskey game? You know, probably like a couple months, maybe.
my first bottle.
What was your first bottle?
Thank you.
What was the
Whiskey besides like
It was Thanksgiving. You know why?
why?
Because I went to the liquor store at 7 a.m. and stood in line.
Oh
For the first time
yeah,
ever?
yeah.
And I got...
Black Friday, right?
Yeah. I think it was Black Friday, sure. Or it was like... Was it Black on Wednesday? Or was it Black
No, it was
Friday?
Black Friday because everywhere was doing their a lot of places were doing their not raffles, but like kind of raffles and stuff, and put out
They're
rare bottles
allocated,
and
yeah.
allocated stuff, and the beer, the Goose Island beer.
Yeah.
So, and that's all Black Friday thing.
When did I get that? I know I got a Buffalo
You were
Trace.
trying to get an Eagle Rare.
or you did get a
You were trying to get an EH Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like 3 guys started. I was pretty close one.
Oh, great. Nice one, you know. Hold on. Ew.
What?
The audio's bad. Hold on, everybody. Alright, that should be better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. At first I thought maybe it was just because we were in the room. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Jeez. Yeah, you know, take a week off and then you come back and it's just everything goes to shit, you know? Anyway, as we were saying,
Yeah.
his first whiskey or first couple bottles of whiskey he bought were
It was like Thanksgiving.
Tater City.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was Thanksgiving time and he wanted the taters. So, and he was a tater.
Nope.
Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare. He was really trying to get that EH Taylor, but it wasn't working.
Nope. Think of that. Think of the Sass.
What was the actual first whiskey that you drank that wasn't like
You
a shooter at a bar or something
You used
like
to
that?
always give me a bunch of the stuff you had when you were like starting out, but
Do you remember
I think, like,
specifically?
I know the first like good bottle I had was probably like a Craig Barrel Proof.
Ah, yeah.
You know those.
That's because I like
You
Sugar
can't
Kitty.
go wrong.
Yeah, it's so good. Sugar Kitty's in the chat says meow. Cheers, Sugar Kitty. My mic isn't working. Yeah. We fixed it, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Rob is in the chat as well. Cheers, thanks for being here. Derek is also here. Says cheers, cheers, Derek. Thanks for being here. Much better, but now maybe a little bit more volume, and then you're great.
More volume.
More volume. Yeah, we're trying not to talk too loud because it's a little bit echoey, but if you want more volume we can give you.
We could shut the door and it'd probably be louder.
Yeah, but it'll echo more. At least if
true.
we're just talking with abundance, it'll be
True.
okay.
True.
because realistically everything's the same setup except the room's emptier. So
Yeah,
we're
fill
same
it
distance
with
from the
stuff.
camera. Yeah, they put some stuff on the walls.
Well,
that would help.
The same amount of whiskey is in here. It's just all floor whiskey.
Yeah, we have 100 and. Did I not say how fast is that gonna fall off the wall? I literally looked at it in the camera and it looked like it was leaning a little bit, and I was just like, that kind of looks like it's gonna fall. I turned around and it was fine, and then of course, right when I turned back around.
Well, you use painter's tape to hang it up. I mean, what do you expect?
Well, I know I didn't want to ruin. We just painted this room, you know. So.
You
All right.
your sign, not good.
It's okay.
Not good.
Anyway, looks like we're just gonna have a plain background today, but that's okay because it's still a little something different from what you guys are used to seeing. Shruti says, "Is that a sign?" It is a sign.
Yep. True.
It's a sign that I should take down the sign. Just kidding. Yes, it is a Bourbon Street sign made out of metal from New Orleans. It's typical touristy stuff, but yeah. So
It's a sign that's a new week back, and
anyway, so your background in whiskey is pretty. I mean, how many bottles do you have in your collection now? Do you know off the top of your head, like roughly?
over 20.
Over 12. Really?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
How many of them are open? I know you open most of them, but you have some open.
I have 2 of them that aren't open right now, which I have a 2XO that isn't open because I want to get the innkeepers
And do a side by side.
and do a side-by-side of the neck pour.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
it'd be nice to do if what if Innkeeper and Kentucky Gem came out at the same time?
That'd be sweet. Well, the innkeepers is out right now in Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And then, they had a pre-order for it like a week or 2 ago, but they actually put it out in Kentucky this week, I'm pretty sure. I've seen a couple posts about it.
Interesting. I haven't actually seen people getting it yet, but I wonder if it's gonna review as highly as a Phoenix Blend did, because the Phoenix Blend was really good, but it's expensive. It's $100.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
it is.
Cam Bam is in the chat. Cameron Newman says hi, friend. Cheers, Cam.
Jeez.
Cam Bam, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. All right, so
Her and Taylor are probably sitting in our house right now just watching this little...
what the heck? Well, then why isn't Tay on here typing along? Say hi. Tay, if you're here, you gotta say hi.
Yeah, what the heck?
You gotta do it. You gotta
Go
type
say
in
hi.
chat. So what are you guys drinking tonight? Chat, people, anybody, if you guys are drinking yet, depending on what time it is by you guys. What we're gonna be drinking, starting off, is I asked Casey to bring me his favorite bottle out of his collection. And he didn't tell me what it is, but he brought it for me. Also, I bought a new bottle today because I know Casey's, I know his preference for palate, and I picked up a new one today that I think is gonna enjoy, that I'm actually really excited to try too. So we're gonna start with Casey bringing out the bottle that is his favorite from what he brought from home. And this is gonna be the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm definitely excited. Sure, Katie's drinking Dr. Pepper. That sounds delicious. Have you tried the Dr. Pepper strawberry cream? I have some of that.
Ooh.
Have you tried that?
No, is it good?
It's interesting. I can actually go get. I can go get a can.
No.
It's.
I like the Dr. Pepper
It's weird.
cream soda.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Alright, so this might surprise some of you, but I recently got this bottle as a gift like a month and a half ago, and it's almost gone. That's how much I like it.
Okay.
So
Bust it out. Let's see it.
Bossing around.
Oh, the Michter.
So
Dude, you
Michter's-
weren't kidding when you said you're going to town on this bottle.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, I also shared it with a pal or two, but
Right.
I mean, that's pretty well almost out. So
Yeah. So the Michter small batch, Kentucky
Yep.
straight bourbon. So
there's no age statement, no
just a
Mash
plain
bill or anything,
Michter's
but-
bourbon. What do you know what the MSRP is on this?
40.
$40. Yeah. So I may have had a pour of this once in a bar, possibly, but I haven't really like sat down with it. So I'm interested to try it. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
So-
bust into it probably
is going to be the first thing we're drinking.
Yeah.
And after we're done with that stuff, I'll show off the bottle that I got. But what in particular do you like about this?
So not only is it just a really good price point, but I think the nose transfers over the palate the best out of a lot of bourbon that I've had, which I like. I also do like a really like smelly, I guess you could call it,
Great nose.
or great nose.
I'm
on
a big
bourbon.
nose guy as well.
This has it.
Yeah,
This way.
I'm excited. Yeah, that's having a great nose is like something that I really enjoy. But when you can get something that's great from start to finish, the nose that matches the palate,
Yeah.
matches the like it's this whole experience. That's like one of the best.
This is
best.
this is super good for $40. I mean,
Yeah, can't go wrong. And it looks like you're
you really
punishing
can't
it.
go wrong.
So this, I don't know the age on this bad boy, but it is
There's no-
91.4 proof.
Yeah, there's no age statement.
Yeah, 45.7% alcohol and batch number 22K3532. If anyone cares, which no one probably does.
No.
Interesting. So I'll let you go ahead and pour that. I'll catch up on these comments here. Sugar Kid says, does not sound like something I'd go for. Yeah, it's an acquired taste that strawberry. It's really sweet. It kind of tastes like those strawberry candies that you get. Like it's like got the wrappers like in the shape of a strawberry and the top is green. It's like a hard candy. That's kind of what it tastes like. Hey, Z says that Driftless Glen Weeded and Reg Bourbon were fantastic. Thanks again, Holden. Of course, and definitely say thanks to Casey and Taylor, who's right below you. Says cheers, story on late. Those two supplied that awesomeness.
The weeded was super good. I like the weeded more than the bourbon.
And I'm yet actually to have the weeded.
And actually, we can get the Driftless Glen, that store pick or whatever, like religiously. So
Really?
yeah. So like, I mean, if you want a bottle of it, I mean.
Yeah, one day I'll definitely end up having one. I want to go to the distilleries really, really bad. I don't know why I haven't been there yet, but I want to go.
That'd be fun. That'd be a fun tour.
It would be. Viking Bourbon is also in the chat. Says howdy, folks. Cheers, cheers, Viking Bourbon. Thanks for being here, buddy. Sugar Creek says that goes for right about 50 here in New Jersey. I'm assuming is what he's talking about when he says here. Oh, that's that much of a price increase from here to there. Interesting. Bino says, Bino checking in, cheers. Where's Lauren? She's working tonight. Oh, yeah, of course. You guys are wondering. It's the Lauren show, and Lauren's not here. Lauren's working tonight, and
less viewers tonight.
Pouring beers over at Station 1 Brewing. So if you guys are ever in the Green Bay area, stop at Station 1 Brewing, get yourself a beer, and Lauren might be the one pouring it for you. Plus, trivia nights on Tuesdays. Although, why would you go to trivia night when you could be watching the Bourbon Bar? But still a super cool place. I think they actually have some pretty good beer. I'd say.
Yeah.
And they have some good guest taps too. And
they have some really good old fashions.
Oh, their old fashions there are barrel aged Brothers Bond old fashions, and instead of using simple syrup, they use a cherry orange liqueur.
Yeah, it's
like they add a little bit of a cherry orange liqueur.
It's super good. It's not a Wisconsin old fashioned either.
No, it's straight up. There's no soda added.
Yeah. No wash.
It is mighty fine. Robin's drinking some wine, says cheers all. Wine. We were actually just talking about wine. Pulled some out of the wine fridge.
Wine is good.
I need to be on a wine night to drink wine because it's finish a whole bottle type of day for me. Red Cabin is what Bino's drinking. Wisconsin, I believe it's Wisconsin bourbon.
Yep.
Don't know much about that one actually.
No,
but
I've seen it in a couple places and I've thought about it, but
I've heard that it's decent. I think. And then there's also Cabin Strength, which is a cast strength version of it. That'd be an interesting one to try for sure.
That'd be cool.
Derek's having Heaven's Door single barrel. Interesting.
Nice.
That stuff's really good. I have had that. Casey actually got a super cool Heaven's Door.
Yeah, I just got a Heaven's Door 10-year. The Decades 1, I think it's called. Because they have a 10-year, like just a I forget. They have two different 10 years.
I think he got one too. I think Derek got one too. I can't remember. Honestly, I'm getting everything mixed up with who all bought what for whiskey, but I'm pretty sure he got a second Heaven's Door or something or another. But I'm getting confused if that was you or him who told me that. But he got the 10-year whatever Heaven's Door, so that's super cool. It'd be interesting to put them side by side.
That's the other bottle that I have not opened.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So.
Oh, and the Woodford Reserve, the Secretary 50th anniversary or whatever. The Derby
edition?
bottles.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna open that one.
Yeah, because it's like it's just normal Woodford.
Yeah.
So like
it's nothing special. It's a 1 liter bottle.
Yeah,
which
you
is
can
kinda cool.
you can buy a normal Woodford if you want to drink it and just keep that bottle because it's the Derby edition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no reason why you need to drink it. I guess.
No, and I mean,
And it's not expensive.
Yeah,
it's not like you just spent $250 for it to sit on a shelf.
no, it was $45. The bottle's awesome. It looks cool. Comes with a little tag.
Hey, he says 411 in Arizona drinking the Dr. Pepper. Hello. A lot of Dr. Pepper going around tonight.
Dr. Pepper's good.
Dr. Pepper smacks for sure. Starting the night with a Maker's 46 over here. I like Maker's 46.
Good choice.
We're actually just talking about the Maker's BEP, the limited release for this year, and how it's gotten just about everywhere in Wisconsin except for up in the Green Bay area, and I haven't seen it yet, but I'm really trying to get one. So,
Can't imagine it's bad.
oh my gosh, I've liked every special release for Makers so far. So
the BRT02s, that's probably my favorite one that
the
you
BRT,
have.
yeah, the BRT02 is
Because
great.
you have BRT
FAE02 and BRT02.
and 01, right?
Just
You
the
don't have
O2s. I don't have the
you?
O1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which sucks. I actually have never had an O1, but the BEP, the BEP doesn't have O2 and O1.
No,
It's just
the
BEP.
yeah. And this is the last year for the wood finish ones, isn't it?
That would make me sad.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Here, I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, look it up. Tricky says Driftless Glen Rye is the one I really like. Yeah, me too, man. That rye, this is probably the best rye I've had. Driftless Rye Driftless Glen is a cool visit. Yeah, and like even just meeting all the people over there and like maybe just like doing something and talking to some of those people for like the YouTube channel or something like that'd be super cool just to get some more information on it. The weeded Driftless Glen is very good. Yeah, Derek has some at their house too. I have not. Wait, I don't think
that
I've tried it
bottle's
yet.
gone now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good bottle.
Yeah.
Here, I'm finding it. One more.
Do a live from Driftless. I really should. I don't know why I just gotta make my way over there. It's far away, but like if I made my way over there.
The Maker's Mark Wood Finish series concluding in 2023.
Oh, that's so sad.
So you gotta get this.
Well, okay, but like
they're
gonna put something else out.
They're gonna bring it back.
Like it may
Give
not
it
be
10
the wood
years, they'll bring it
finishing
back.
series, but they're gonna put something allocated out because like I could always rely on Maker's Mark to put out something allocated that was hard to find, but at the same time a lot easier to find than the other allocated bottles that come out, and not overly expensive. I mean, what's it like $60 for like an allocated wood finishing series for Maker's Mark?
And it's not bad.
Amazing.
I haven't had a bad one.
Literally finished like third or something in my freaking top of the year last year or something like that. Something crazy. Or it just did really good. I remember. So, so like bourbon and Grand Marnier or Grand Marnier, if that's how you say it.
Is that like so?
It's an orange liqueur. It's like a short little bottle with a neck.
Is that the?
Actually,
is that what Hudson was drinking?
No, he was looking for He was looking for Patron citrus.
Oh.
Actually, I think Grand Marnier is the one that's got liquor mixed. It's like, isn't it like cognac mixed with orange liqueur, or like whiskey mixed with orange liqueur or something? I don't know. I think Grand Marnier is the one that's mixed with the spirit. But I can't remember. Wine by a minivan already holding. Hey, you know what? Wine can hit sometimes. I was talking. It was Zinfandel from 2019, and it had won some like awards and stuff, and it was really good. And it was like $30 for a bottle, and it was like.
It was from a winery up in Door County.
Yes, sir. Do I sense a meetup with the Bourbon Bar, Deathless Dogs, and myself, along with other Wisconsinites? You know how great that would be? Like, just everyone, although it's hard because Deathless Dogs are like way over there, and then I'm like in Green Bay, and you're like down over here. So it's like, although if we all did go to the Driftless and meet up at like Driftless Glen or something, they'd like kind of be like a center point, I think.
Sort of. Where's Driftless? Is that like?
I think it's kind of by the near, not exact. I think it's near the Madison area, but I shouldn't talk without Lauren here because everyone knows that my geographical skills are subpar. So I'm actually gonna look it up, Driftless, because Driftless Glen is county or something, or like a area of Wisconsin.
I
Like
don't think it's a county.
not a county, but like I just
Oh,
remember.
Baraboo. That's like right by Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah, isn't Wisconsin Dells kind of by Madison?
I mean,
Well, it's on the way to
not
Madison.
really.
Well, isn't it on the way to Madison? It's like under Ripon, isn't it?
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
that's
but
not
that-
like.
Okay, well, Madison's under Ripon too.
I guess.
It's a lot closer to Madison than it is to Great Sea.
guess.
This is why I don't talk about geographical things.
All right, hold on. We're just gonna map this back. All right.
But yeah, spiky bourbon, that would be super cool. We should set something like that up. That'd be cool. I'm the one drinking tonight is a Lost Barrel Broadway barrel.
What?
The one I'm drinking tonight is the Lost Barrel
Broadway.
Broadway barrel.
Oh, of the Heaven's Door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's super cool that Bob Dylan like endorses that, or it's like his whiskey.
Yeah. So I saw the bootlegger edition of that.
Oh, dude,
At Festival
those bottles
Foods.
look awesome.
It's so cool. The case it come in is this
Yeah.
giant like leather bound like briefcase
And
book looking
Comes
thing.
with, like a scroll thing.
Oh my
inside
god,
or
dude!
something like that.
It's so cool.
That's
It's
awesome.
like $500, $600,
Yeah.
but so cool.
It'd be cool to win in a raffle.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you never win anything in a raffle. You only ever win the
No.
right to purchase.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
I'm gonna catch up on these comments super quick, and then we're gonna dive into this whiskey here. I've only tried 4 Driftless Glen varieties. They were all exceptional, but the rye was superior, or what was a superstar. Yeah, I agree. I've had the bourbon, and it's good, but the rye was on another level. I just think like one of my favorite ryes I've had. The wheater was very easy to drink. What was it? Proof 90, I think. The wheater was 90, I think. Proof.
I don't remember.
Derek,
I
might
thought
be
it
able
was
to tell
over
us.
100. Maybe it wasn't.
I guess I don't know because you got a single barrel.
Yeah.
I guess most of them are single barrels actually that came out, so I'm not entirely sure. Okay, with all the driftless talk, I'm on a single barrel rye from Toasted Liquor. Ooh, man, I'm gonna get myself a single barrel rye. I am because it's so good. The driftless rye has a really dark notes. I like the leather and sweet tobacco. Absolutely. Yeah. Grand Mariner is cognac with orange liqueur. Just orange liqueur is triple sec like Cointreau. I used to know how to say it. Cointreau. But anyway, yeah. So Grand Mariner is like a triple sec mixed with cognac.
Oh yeah.
Um,
All right.
Baraboo, Point North, Holden. North is that way. North is that way.
Yep, you're right.
I am
All
right.
right, good boy.
Yeah, I know my cardinal directions like in that way. I just can't put something on a map.
I'm surprised. New house. You're just like.
Well, I just
That
think
way.
about I just think about how you get here, and like I know
Yeah,
north is that way. You know, like
that's true. I guess.
I know which way my yard faces. I don't know. Heaven's Door was really nutty. I like the nuts.
Yeah, you do.
$200 bottle of $5 whiskey. True. Lauren's here in the chat says hola.
Laura.
Bino is saying hi. She's working, so Holden found a new girlfriend. Yeah, she's pretty.
Pretty manly.
Pretty manly. The wheated driftless Glen I have is 98 proof, which is driftless wheater. At least Derek's driftless.
Yeah. Derek, where'd you get your
Cointreau.
driftless weeder?
Cointreau. He got it from festival, I think.
Did he?
Or Woodman. Actually, I'm not going to speak
I
for him.
know.
He can answer.
I know. Woodman's had a lot of the driftless.
Yeah.
Like they had a big display of it.
Mhm.
Well, I shouldn't say not too long ago, but probably like start of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it's like a note? I think this is like one of my favorite.
This is like classic. This is like if you were to put like the typical bourbon notes in a glass, like
Yeah.
this has got that sweet caramel, brown sugar, but also I feel like there's a little bit of like an orange peely in here.
Yeah.
That vanilla and oak. It does actually seem like it has a decent amount of oak on the nose. Like I said, I don't know the age statement for this, but for the reference, guys, we're drinking the where's the bottle?
Yeah, I'll get it.
We're drinking the Michter's straight bourbon whiskey. And Derek says, my wonderful wife picked it up at festival.
Nice.
Either he's in the doghouse or he wants something. Just kidding. She is wonderful. Absolutely. Let's get this on the palate because it does smell great.
Mm.
It has like, you know what? That is pretty good. This was 90 proof-ish.
Yeah, no, it drinks higher
91?
than the proof, I think.
Yeah, it's got like this sweet, like, I almost want to say like a vanilla frosting type sweetness on it on the palate, just like in the beginning.
Like a cake frost?
Like almost not
I
like
didn't even think about
metallic-y,
that.
but like the way it touches your tongue is kind of like makes it cold and like with the like vanilla, like metallic-y vanilla frosting type thing, you know?
It is good.
And then like moving on to the back of it, it's like that oak comes through in the finish in the palate, and there's like that caramel on the way down, which is good. Okay. Respectable. I like that.
This is my favorite daily
drinker.
Easy to get bottle.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I would have a favorite out of mine yet. I haven't drank enough of mine yet. Well, actually, the Baker's 7.
Oh,
I haven't touched that bottle in probably like 2 months, just because I want to like save it. But you know what? I shouldn't do that because I could probably find.
There was one in the case at the wine cellar today.
How much? If it's under 75, it's debatable.
I think it was 80.
Shit, that's expensive.
It is.
I bought mine
so
for like 60.
Because it's Baker's 7 year, and you look at the friggin' label, and they're all basically 9 years old right now.
Yeah.
Like they all have old juice in it.
Mine's what? 8 years, 4 months?
Yeah.
And what's cool about that too is that you can go online and you can type in the serial number and like the batch of the bottle, and it'll tell you everything about that barrel that it was in. It's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, they know how to do their marketing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you look at Booker's, like, maybe some people may not like Booker's for, like, what's in the bottle. I personally do, or, like, what they're charging for it, but their marketing is, like, put it in a fancy-ass box, put all the information that anyone would ever want, and add a story. Like, the marketing of Jim Beam is just great.
Yeah, no.
Henning says I had to cool it with the Wisconsin Old Fashions. Too much sugar for my regiment. Oh, yeah, they're definitely sweet. It's definitely a summertime, hot weather, like, crusher. Go to the golf course.
Hanging, what kind of soda are you using in your old fashioned?
He used Coke, I think he said last week, but then we told him to try it with
did you try it with the Squirt or the 7-Up or the Sprite or something like that?
Yeah. TJIT is right. Someone is an expert on Chateau Bow Wow.
Wow.
I do be an expert on Chateau Bow Wow. Wait, was the last live stream the one where Lauren walked out?
Yes.
Lauren walks out, don't live stream for a week, and then the next week Lauren's not even in the live stream.
Looks bad.
Awkward.
Not weird at all.
Like, that's funny.
That's funny.
I didn't even put that together in my head.
A little storyline going.
Right. Where's Lauren? And then all of a sudden she puts up a stream at the same time as me from Station 1. What the?
Lauren.
Everyone leaves my stream to go watch Lauren live.
The Lauren
The
show.
Lauren show. Hey, Mazie says viewership from Canada is down by 40% since Lauren has last made an appearance on the Bourbon Bar. Peter's not here. Literally says that at 6:27 and at 6:28, Peter White is in the chat. Peter White.
And
Peter. Cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Hey, I summoned PW. Absolutely. I used 7-Up with the last batch. Very good. Yeah, buddy.
Good call.
I mean, it is good. It's sweet, but like, man, if you have like a sweet tooth, it can be dangerous.
That mix of old fashioned we got you to, I think that was like the more sugary kind. Sorry, we should have got you the lighter kind.
Yeah, but it did say Wisconsin on it.
True. It is Wisconsin old fashioned. That's how they are at the bars. So nice and sugary.
Joe Dickinson's in the chat says the show is much more entertaining with Lauren Dickens.
Sorry.
Just kidding. Hey, you know what? Lauren can be in here next week. That's fine. I feel like we're doing a lot more talking than when Lauren's here. That's just because you're drinking with me, and
You're also not getting bruises.
that's true. I am getting less physically abused tonight, which is a plus. Although the viewership is down to
the viewership.
Just kidding.
No,
No,
we got
actually,
13 people. In
yeah,
here?
we're still cooking. We're still cooking it. Dickens. So I started rewatching Letterkenny today. I'm already on season 2.5, I think.
Did you watch Shoresy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Show is great.
that is a very interesting show.
All right, so I brought a bottle. I actually bought a new bottle today, and I brought it specifically because I know that Casey's gonna like it, and he's gonna be really excited to
It's
try
gonna
it.
be awesome.
When I pull it out, he's gonna be like, "Yes."
You
I
got the
think.
barrel-proof EH, didn't you?
Fuck no, you don't wish. They don't even know what I got over in the corner over there. My special bottle. I haven't even told them yet.
Oh, we
I haven't told
can't.
anyone
We
yet.
can't say that.
We'll say it.
What
We'll
did
say
you-
it later in the live stream. We'll say
All
we'll let them know what it is later. But
It's
I just haven't
It's
brought
a
it to attention
it's a
yet.
beautiful bottle.
It's a hitter for sure. Expensive too. But anyway,
No way.
so I'll preface this by saying Casey's has not an epiphany,
Epiphany.
he has a preference toward ryes. He likes his ryes, is what he told me last week.
Oh. So you got the.
No, don't guess. I don't want you to say it, and then it breaks my heart if you figured out what I got. But I do have a rye here for you to try, and it is a newer one, and I have a feeling you probably know what it is.
Yeah,
But
I do know what it is.
the rye that we're gonna be drinking is a new Bardstown Bourbon Company
Sweet.
rye, and so this is actually finished in what kind of barrels is it finished in?
Rye whiskey finished in toasted cherry wood and oak barrels. You know what? I might have to buy that. I like cherries.
Cherry wood and oak barrels.
Ooh.
So
That's gotta be good.
yeah, I saw it and like I wanted a batch because I have the other two.
Yeah.
I wanted to complete the lineup and we're gonna be drinking this tonight too because Casey wanted to try it.
Yeah. Good stuff.
But I wanted to complete the lineup and then like I looked at it and it was a little bit more expensive. It was like $70 versus these, which are like 50-ish. I didn't really know why. I looked at the label and I saw, okay, well, it's also finished in toasted cherry wood and oak barrels. So like that's cool. It's a 95.5 or a 95% rye, 5% malted barley, 6-year-old age stated Bardstown Bourbon Company distilled rye whiskey.
Mm.
So that is what we have here, and I'm excited to try it. I actually know nothing about this. I haven't watched any reviews. Maybe I watched one. If it's Bourbon Night put their review on this out at the same time as that stuff, but I have no idea what they said about it. But I can't remember if they tried it or not. I just know that when that one came out, I wanted to know if it was good, so I watched their review. But we're gonna open it up and give it a taste, and I'll probably give us new Glens since this is a new bourbon for me at least. But let's cork pop this son of a bitch. Oh yes.
That's a nice tight cork.
Yeah, the secret to cork popping it, if you want a nice good cork pop, you gotta press the bottle down against the table and then pull it out, so that way it doesn't go and splash all over the place. I've learned that lesson.
The more you know.
The more you know. Okay. So we're gonna be drinking. Oh, here's another Bourbon Bar Glen.
I could have brought
But-
more bourbon Morgans too.
They're clean. I think they got a little bit of watermark in that spot, but that's just from the dishwasher, I think.
It's not gonna die.
I'm actually gonna get a drink out of a Bourbon Bar Glen tonight. Let's see how the people in the chat. So have you guys had any of the rye from Bardstown? Because I have not, and that's gonna be my first time trying it, and the neck pour as well. Don't expect the taste of cherries from a cherry barrel. True.
Yeah.
Yes, it just has a different. It's just different than oak. I mean, it doesn't make it cherry. Although like the not placebo, but the other effect, like when you tell someone something, so they think about it going into it and make themselves taste it. That's what I get. That's what happens when I drink like stuff like this. Like it says cherry barrel on it, so my mind is thinking cherries. So like I expect cherries or whatever, but that's not always the case. I have a single cask rum finished in cherry wood, 0 cherry flavor. Another instance of that. Nobody likes a premature cork pop. And that's what she said. That's what she said. Oh, I wish I had the button. I could be Michael Scott from The Office. That's what she said.
That'd be funny.
I gotta get my freaking buttons figured out. I can get that one. I can get the to be fair.
And
To be fair.
to the couch.
To the couch. I don't know anyone who does that. I'll have to make like a GIF. Like, to the couch. Or like a flashy like thing.
There you go.
The power of
Something like
suggestion,
that.
Hanging Easy said, yes, that's true. Could be the power of suggestion. The cherry flavor bourbons have come from yeast and distillation. Yeah. I keep forgetting that we don't have whiskey back there. But I love a cherry note. I was looking for the Cal 15.
Yeah, the Cal 15 is definitely cherry. I seen a Cal 15 the other day.
They have it at Woodman's right now. And a 16. They have a 15, 14, and 16.
I do want the 16. 16 would be good.
Have you tried the 16?
I've heard it's. Okay, all right.
I've also heard that.
I guess it depends on your taste, but
actually, I had a 16 over there in a sample bottle. Can't remember which sample bottle it is, but it's one of the ones from Independent Joe. We could bust it out later.
You got a lot of bottles up here.
We do have a lot of bottles up here to cover. So we got the rye here. So I'm curious, is it? So it says finished in toasted cherry wood and oak barrels. Does that mean the original age is coming from cherry and oak barrels? Does that mean it was aged in an oak barrel and then aged again in a cherry barrel and then aged again in an oak barrel? Or was it put in like a cherry and oak barrel hybrid? Like, I got so many questions about this, but that's besides the point. So I am ready to taste it or smell it at least.
It smells really good. You let the viewers see the bottle.
Ooh, it does smell good.
Yeah,
It has like
really
not a perfumey, but like a I don't want to say herbaceous, but like a light fruity, like, but like a mix, like a light fruity, like
it smells
brown
like
sugary or butterscotchy. I don't know. It's got like, honestly, not overly rye forward.
No.
You know, it's like a lot of oak presence.
There's a ton of oak presence,
which is pretty great. I like my oak presence, so I'm not going to complain about that. Joe says cherrywood does have a unique sweet flavor, though. And cherrywood smells good.
Yeah,
Like actual cherrywood has a great smell. Cherry has a different wood, sugars, and oak. Yes, the chemical reactions of the sugars. The sugars. Some cherrywood can add a sweet hint to barbecue. Yeah, true. If you smoke with them. I don't think I've ever smoked with cherrywood, though. I've only ever done mesquite or the other popular one, hickory.
Oh, yeah.
Cherrywood for smoking barbecue is fantastic. I'm going to have to do it. Was that you who I was talking about? Smoke series? Yeah. I'm going to do a series here on the Bourbon Bar. And it's going to be the BBC series. It's going to be bourbon, brisket, bourbon, brisket, and cigars. Yeah. So I'm going to smoke a brisket.
Smoke a piece of meat.
And then while the meat's smoking, I'm going to have a guest on, and I'm going to drink bourbon and pair it with a cigar with a guest. And it's going to be, and then we're going to eat the meat. It's going to be like the whole, it's going to be like a whole thing, but it's going to be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in live stream format or a video. Probably a video because nobody wants to sit there for 16 hours while I smoke a brisket.
Well, you can do it towards the end of it, but live streaming outside, I feel like it'd be difficult.
Yeah,
with the lighting and the sound.
Very true.
Because don't you have a fire station like right around here?
I don't know.
Is it around here?
I don't know. That's a good question.
World may never know.
The website says they go back and forth. Oh, between the barrels. Okay. Cherrywood in barbecue is my go-to. Oh, well, that's probably why your barbecue day is so freaking good. BBC, is this a family show? Yeah, British Broadcasting Company. Come on, what do you think? Get your mind out of the gutter.
Bourbon, brisket, and cigars.
Yeah, bourbon, brisket, cigars, man. If you're talking BBQ, cherrywood is crucial for getting great color.
Oh, all right. You talked them into it already.
I'm going to do it. Maybe the first thing I smoke this year is going to be cherrywood. All right. So it smells good, but I'm ready to drink it.
Does this drink super light, or is it just me?
I don't know, but it has a lot of spice. Like
Yeah,
a lot
on the
of
back,
spice.
yep.
I like it. Like my mouth feels like it's in a bakery. I wouldn't say that it's got much of like a baked goods flavor in terms of like a breadiness, but that spice is so abundant and like potent. Like,
It's like,
is it somewhat sapping on the saliva in your mouth?
yeah.
There's like a little bit, like
Yeah.
not like a super astringent, but like it does seem to have like a bit of a drying effect. Okay, well for initial impressions, this tastes good, but I'm gonna need
A little bit more.
a little bit more time and a little bit more. I poured myself less than I poured you. Ooh, wet.
So did I with the mixers, but. Oh.
You know, these Bardstown bottles don't pour great when they're full. Like they just like dribble all over the place. I don't have my towel in here.
The
Man.
bottles that pour the best are like.
Oh
this.
yeah, like the Elijah Craig or the 1792s.
Yeah, with
or,
a lip on it.
yeah, dude, they pour
Yeah,
so
they
good.
pour awesome.
I love them. Like they knew what they were doing when they were making a cork
They
or a
figured-
neck.
They figured it out.
Holden, you're going to smoke a brisket. I watched that for 16 hours. Hey, you know what? I know how to smoke meat.
Dickens.
You know, I've never smoked a brisket, but I have smoked many other things. And when I say many, I mean pork ribs, beef chuck, and that's it. But to be fair,
3 things. Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
I didn't. Yeah, I just got my smoker last year, and I didn't really have that much time to do a bunch of smoking. However, now that I have a house and I have a bunch of projects to work on at the house, there will be a lot more of me staying at home than going out like on the weekends. So, and I have a backyard, so I can just like be smoking in the backyard and working on stuff in the house. It'll be okay. It'll be good. So I'll get a lot more practice this year. But you know what? I'll freaking live stream for 16 hours and smoke a brisket. As long as you stay there with me and just stay up the whole time in the chat, Joe, I'll be there. Hank Z says they have a Del Bach from Tucson with some mesquite that would go with AQ as well. I don't think they sell Del Bach around here, but that would be really, really good. Smoking a brisket is an acceptable reason to drink beer for 16 hours. Absolutely.
Or drink bourbon.
Or beer, bourbon, and cigars.
There you go.
That's another BBC.
Or, well, you could do a triple B, but that wouldn't
Yeah,
be BBC.
true. That wouldn't be a
same.
BBC. You gotta have the BBC, the big black bourbon bottle. You know, I had never mind. You remember the BBT at Eclipse? When I worked.
The BBT?
Do you remember that? I worked at a dining hall, and like you know the tongs that you
worked
use
at a
for
dining
serving.
hall. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
the big tongs.
there was one tong that was longer than
There's
all the
math.
rest of the tongs, and had black. Like the handle was like a black rubber.
This tongs was probably like this long.
And I called it the BBT because it was a big black tong, you know. And so like, but it was my personal tong, so nobody else ever touched it or used it usually. Man, that thing was my weapon. I would put it in my sheath, and then like I'd walk over to the roasters, pull out the BBT, grab the chicken, dude.
You're acting way cooler than it actually was.
Well, it feels cooler when you're in charge. When you're not in charge, it feels like, okay, this is nice. But when you're in charge, you get to tell people what to do. I get to tell this guy what to do.
Yeah.
Hey, go
a
grab something out of the fridge.
A
for
little
me.
15-year-old Casey. What else am I gonna do?
Yeah. Joe Dickinson says, you never smoked one. Now I pay to watch it. Well, if you're going to pay to watch it, check out my
Patreon.
If you're going to pay to watch it, might as well check out my Patreon. Only $2 or $5 a month can get you limited access to all the videos that I put out that aren't on the YouTube channel. Also, to give you first choice to buy any kind of Bourbon Bar merch or bottle picks that I do in the future. But in order to get to that point, I do need help from you guys. So if anyone wants to jump on the Patreon, now would be the time. Please do it. The link's in the description. Check it out. Thank you. Anyway.
And if you haven't hit the like button,
yeah,
you might as well.
Like it. It's right there. It's
Subscribe
literally,
it.
It's literally like somewhere down there. Just hit it. And then if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. Which I know most of you guys are. So that's cool. But yeah, I know how to do it. I've watched a gazillion videos. I've smoked a bunch of things, and like I'm confident in doing it. I just haven't, because last year the prices of brisket were stupid.
Oh my god.
I hope it goes down. Vito says Derek will show you. Yes, he will. He makes freaking amazing barbecue. Start the pit barrel. Do it right now. Hang he says, do we need a BBC counter to go with the To Be Fair counter? We should. I'll have the BBC and the To Be Fair. Because no one can resist talking about a BBC.
To be fair.
To Be Fair. What kind of smoker do you have? So I actually got a 3-in-1. It's an offset smoker because pellet smokers are for pussies. Just kidding. Because I got an offset smoker because I'm much more like nerdy about things. So like I wanted something hands-on with like an actual fire where I'm like getting the best results, but also it is like a 3-in-1. So it has an offset chamber where you have like the actual fire. Then it has the like spot where you smoke the brisket with the chimney and everything right here. And then next to it, attached to the same grill, is a gas burner. So it's not very big, but it does a trick and it makes some good barbecue. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun. Shuriken says I wouldn't touch that tongue either. Yeah. And he put the Patreon link in there. Thanks, Sugar Kitty. Lick the like and like the lick. It tastes like a smoker from the Choctaw Bow Wow. Absolutely. I didn't even hit the like when I came in. Blame old age. I blame old age. Well, you know what? As long as you hit it now, hanging, that's all that matters.
Oh, I gotta hit the like button.
Yeah, I didn't hit the like button either. It's funny. I always have it playing on here in case like I need to see something without looking at the computer. And yeah, so.
All right. This has a lot of allspice.
Allspice. That would be the one of it because it's got all the spice.
Well, yeah.
I know. Allspice is an actual thing. I know. Yeah, you know what? That is a good note.
I think, it might have. There's something else.
There is like
There's something else.
I feel like there is a bit of a perfumey note in there, and on the palate, like it's got this like floral like a herbaceous like floralness on the palate, and mixed with that allspice.
Like a basil?
No. Like
Oh, like
a
flower.
bouquet of
Like
flowers.
flower.
Yeah, like a bouquet of flowers. Like only on the palate though, like mid palate. Not that you know what flowers taste like, but if you were to smell flowers and imagine what it tastes like, that's kind of what I get. But now imagine it covered in spice. You know what I mean?
Hold on, yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe you persuaded me into it. But...
Well, it's like you're trying to get these things, and there is just something about it that's like different.
There's something different about it. That's right.
Like it's definitely a rye, and it's got like those rye notes, which is nice. But it also is offering its own like
extra.
Yeah, something extra, which is great to see, especially from a beginning product from a company like Bardstown. Obviously, they know how to make and blend good whiskey, but this is their own juice.
Yeah, they don't have.
So
anything that I've had from Bardstown is good. I have not had the bourbon, the bottled and bond, or the what is this?
High rye. He has not had the weeded bourbon or the high rye, but we will be drinking the high rye, which we can just go ahead and pour next.
Might as well.
If your other gun's empty, we'll just pour it in there and do a set. Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna say we could do a side by side, but you know what? There's no need for that. We'll keep it in the same gun.
We can do a little bit if you want to. Sorry.
We could.
That's my fault.
No, that's totally okay. We'll pour this one in our glasses, and then if this glass is empty, did you rinse this?
Yeah, rinse it.
We'll put a little bit more rye in there so we can just share it. Unless you're afraid of COVID, in which case,
dude,
get out of my
I had to put a mask on for the first time today, and like
you're freaking
a
dying.
long time. I was just like, this is.
Did you go get your prostate exam or something?
I got my back absolutely cracked. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Derek has all kinds of ideas for my smoker.
Want a little bit of this?
Yeah, give me a little nippy nip. Not too much, but just enough. Yeah, smoking salmon.
More.
I do love salmon.
Salmon is awesome.
But I've never smoked it. Probably because I don't really know how to smoke salmon, because smoking salmon is different than smoking like other kinds of meats. In a way, I mean, I'm sure there's some similarities, but overall, like you need to like, I don't know, smoking salmon. There's like different ways you can do it. You can like cold smoke it, or like not cold, like I don't know. Like salmon's just weirder for me. But either way, I like it. I love salmon.
Smoking salmon on like old cherry wood is good. Like if you get a plank of the cherry wood and you put it on the smoker. With
Oh
the salmon.
yeah. I bet that's like.
I've
that
had
I would
that
do.
before. My uncles made that. Oh, fantastic.
Yep. This okay.
This tastes like something I drink. Or smells. Not taste.
It does. Yeah. It smells great.
Bong water tastes like the world's worst barbecue.
Potpourri bong water. Bong water tastes like the world's worst barbecue. Smoker tragedy.
Cigarette butts and worms.
That sounds that's great. Yeah, Lefroy 10. That's literally what I pictured when Sugar Kitty put that description. And the potpourri bong water. I just can't do Lefroy 10. I just can't. It's been a while since I've tried it. It's a peated scotch, but it's like fucking metallic spoons and like literally the
Like a
ads for
cigarette
it is a walrus smoking a cigar or like mermaid's bath water. Like those are the advertisements that it has for it. It's like a salty, briny, like Band-Aid-y type.
That sounds like okay. So there's this
Like
whiskey
speed.
that's made with blue crabs, and you can only buy it in Massachusetts. And it comes in. I think it's a 375
No,
bottle.
we were talking about that.
It's
Yeah.
because we were talking about the bad tasting whiskeys or whatever.
Yeah, when we were drinking the Malort.
And oh my gosh, they make some other stuff too. They make like venison bourbon, and what was the other one? They have some other weird ones, but like it's expensive. It's like $80 for a 375 of the blue crab whiskey. I think it was Joe Dickens you were talking with.
Joe Dickens probably was. He knows his stuff. Well, his name's Dickinson, but I like to call him Dickens because want to know why? It's Dickens.
Letterkenny.
Anyway,
I
it
really
says
hope
it doesn't
he's watched
matter.
Letterkenny.
Right? It says it doesn't matter what type of pit you have. A good cook can turn out excellent food on anything, and I 100% agree. Which is why I got a offset smoker with a little chamber. It's a 3-in-1, even though some of the purists would snob on that. But like, the only reason I'm saying that it's just more hands-on because like a pellet smoker, you can put in the pellets and like check on it every hour. Offset smoker, you got to like stoke the fire and keep the fire levels good, and that you change the temperature by like oxygen, like that kind of thing. But 100% agree. It doesn't matter what you're cooking on. You could be on a Weber grill with some charcoal and some wood chips, and you can literally smoke a brisket on
It would
it.
also taste good. Yeah.
And it was if you're good enough, it would taste good.
Yeah.
You could totally burn the crap out of it, cook it fast, and then have a giant piece of leather that you're chewing on. But
Piece of jerky.
A
burnt piece of jerky.
Hayden says I was looking at one of the fancy pellet smokers. It seems like cheating. I don't have anything against pellet smokers. It's just like it's easier. Like if
it is a lot easier.
I'll have one day when I get like a bigger yard and I can't be as hands-on. But like my yard's tiny, so like I don't have yard work to do. And I also have a lot of things that if I'm smoking something, I'm gonna be at home. But a pellet smoker, you could like put the pellets in, put in the meat, and you could literally run to the grocery store and get groceries while it's smoking because like that's how hands-off it is, which is super convenient. Like super convenient. But
because you can just leave it overnight and you wake up at.
Well, you can't do that. You gotta still like spray the meat and wrap the meat and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
So, but there are like a couple hours in between where you don't need to do anything, especially if you get the probes.
If you stay up until like 11 at night, let's say, and you wake up at 5 a.m., spray your stuff. You can take another nap.
Yeah. Well, if you have the probes that go inside the meat and send it to your phone, then you'll know what the temperature of your meat is at all times. Yeah. I just remember watching a video that Jeremy Sires did. He got like a super expensive Traeger, like $10,000 freaking smoker, and it literally is like put in the meat, press go, freaking leave, and come back and wrap it, and then leave again, and it's done. Like that's so easy.
It is really easy.
But you know what? Sometimes easy is better. IPA beer tastes like what I would expect bong water to taste like.
Hey, no.
He loves his IPAs. I don't mind IPAs.
IPAs are so good.
As long as they're not too bitter from the hops.
Yeah, they're not too grassy.
Like I like a hazy IPA.
They're not too grass, like a juicy.
Yeah. juicy, hazy. Like I feel like
Like
the hazy
like
ones,
a fruity one.
a hazy IPA always seems like it has less hops, like bitterness. To me.
Yeah, they're like I don't know. I don't know the whole thing with hops and stuff. I just like what I like.
Yeah. Sugar he says fish on a board, Scandinavian with dill on top.
That sounds good.
That does sound really good. And as he says, I will still drink Lafroig 10. Just could not have 2 pours in a row. Good point. I'm definitely open to trying another pour of Lafroig 10, but I just haven't. Dickinson says, here my advice about brisket. I cannot stress the importance of buying high quality of the meat enough. Yeah. And that's honestly why I didn't make it last year, because I was only working one job. I was buying an abundant amount of bourbon, and a decent brisket was $100.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only a decent. That's not like best of the best,
Insane.
but that's just good enough from like Costco or something. But then at the end of the year, once it got cold out, prices went down. You could get like the same brisket for like $70. So like it's a little bit better. Clamato whiskey sounds fishy. Yeah. Derek says the pit barrel smoker is my go-to. You hang the meat from a hooks. It's much quicker than a traditional smoker. True, and I feel like that's probably just because of the insulation factor. You can keep a much steadier and better temperature in there, and since they're hanging, the smoke's like kind of like trapped in there with it. Yeah, but as long as you're doing good smoke production, clean smoke, just get the Kilcoman instead. I don't know what the Kilcoman is.
No, what's the Kilcoman?
Tell us what the Kilcoman is. Holy crap! Oh, I need to read faster.
Oh my gosh.
So you can drink and watch it. Absolutely. I have a friend who is a welder. Should have him do me up a barrel smoker. You should. It's pretty easy to make. My favorite outdoor cooking investment was buying a Blackstone. I use it every day. Those are the big flat grills, right?
Yes, stir fry.
Yeah. Those are cool. It's stir fry, pancakes, literally whatever you want. Like
anything under the sun.
Or if you have
burgers.
like kids, you can like cook like 50 things at once. It's so cool. 4-leaf whiskey. Stacey is in the chat says, "Cheers, everyone." Cheers, Stacey. Guess what I got? I'll tell you in a minute. But I got an Irish whiskey.
It's some good stuff, apparently.
Yeah. Germans never made an IPA, so there's that.
I guess.
Yeah, well.
That's the point.
It is what it is. We can always summon Stacey with some Letterkenny talk.
Ooh.
True.
Ferda
boys. Ferda! Decent brisket is $100 now, $3.99 per pound. I was paying $200 during the pandemic. Oh, yeah, I wasn't into smoking back then because I was a little broke boy living in an apartment. But Kilcoman is a well-peated scotch that is very clean. Smoke, I suggest that instead of the Band-Aids and hate of Lafroig. Okay, yeah. See, I really like Highland Park.
Highland Park is good.
I like Ardbeg a lot. I actually like Ardbeg a lot. I'm surprised I don't have a bottle. But Highland Park and Ardbeg, those are I like
the Chivas. Chivas is good. You haven't had any of that yet. I'm getting a bottle very shortly here, I think, because I drank a ton of it in Punta Cana because that's all they had. Besides, what was the other one they had? Oh, Dewar's 12.
Yeah.
And Chivas was just a little bit better.
Casey, why don't you tell the people what you think about that one that you just drank?
I don't know what I think. It's good. It's definitely a high rye, that's for sure.
Yeah, so the one we were drinking was the high rye from Bardstown.
I don't know what kind of notes
96
I'm getting
proof. 96 proof, I believe 36% rye. Yeah, 36% rye, 96 proof.
I don't know what I think about it.
So
like it's good. I don't know.
Here's my take. On the nose,
I drank all.
it's got like good bourbon notes, but it has like an orange peely note in there on the nose, and it has like a caramely orange peel vanilla, like again with that that like
classic bourbon notes,
that vanilla frostingness. And then on the palate, I think I got that too. Another shit.
I think it's a little bit drier on the mouth too. Like whatever you said, sapping.
Yeah, like saps some moisture out of your mouth. Yeah, and then the palate, it's got the spice. It's got like
there's a little
a good like cinnamon spice on it with some of that orange peel coming through. But it's like it's decently well rounded. And all the expressions from Bardstown 6 year age dated. So
Mm-hmm.
overall, pretty good. Now
That's
you
good.
compare it to the rye. The rye is a lot more floral and spicy.
Yeah, spice forward for sure. Well, it's a rye.
See, but it's hard for me to even draw a line between these two. You know, I don't know that they're
Like,
not
which
even
one's
remotely
better?
the same whiskey. Which one's better? That's gonna be a video of its own. Maybe I'll do a blind. I'll do the Three Bardstown.
Yeah, that's an idea.
A Three Bardstown Bourbon Company's blind. You know, if you can come over on a day, we can do that actually together. If you want.
Sure.
But because then you haven't had the weeded either, so that'll actually be
No.
your first time having the weeded. I'd say pull
Yeah.
it out right now, but we have some other bottles to
We
get
got a
through.
lot of other bottles. Oh no.
But
What label's getting stained by the bourbon? Look at that.
what the heck?
What the heck?
Don't drip it down the side of the bottle, I guess.
Dang
Stacy said Ardbeg is awesome. Yeah, I like me some Ardbeg. HP is very lightly peated. True. Badax Bobby's in the chat says, "Yo, what up, peeps? What's up, Badax
Badax.
Bourbon? How you doing? Are you going live tonight, Bob? Bobby? Do you go by Bob ever? I feel like because Badax Bobby has such a ring to it, but I don't think I've ever called someone Bobby like as their actual name. I don't think I know a Bobby.
I don't know Bobby at all.
Actually, no, I lied.
Oh, actually, I
Bobby
know.
Little.
I know Bob.
He used to have an Audi S4 with the V8 manual. He let me drive it. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
Bobby
Oh
Little.
yeah,
He worked
yeah.
at McDonald's. He used to have that
Yeah.
Mustang Roush.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, the black and red one.
Yeah, that thing's pretty lit.
I think it was
That's
nice.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. Shavas is blended with grain whiskey. If you like that, you should get some of the components in it. You may not be able to find Longmorn, but get a Glenlivet to start if you like Shavas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had some Glenlivet. I like that as well.
Bino says, "Good show, guys. Outlook for you next week." Cheers, Bino. Thanks for being here, man. Drawing out the water is probably tannins like you get on the very dry red wine. Yeah, I would say it definitely has like a little bit of a malt sappiness, but not as much. And I think actually the rye has a little bit more malt sapping than the high rye.
That's true.
Sugar Geek said definitely the Ardbeg if you like the heavy peat, but not the brine and medicine. Kilcoman if you just want the clean smoke. HP is so lightly peated, you really have to work to find it. If you want something with one more level above Highland Park, then try Loch Lomond. Interesting. One of these days, I'm just gonna do a freaking buy of all the of a bunch of just like good peated scotches. I call him Bad Bob. It is permissible. Bobby or Bobby Hull. Audi S had dual turbos. Actually, there were two versions of it. The S4 could either be a twin turbo four-cylinder. Wait, was it
Twin turbo 2.7.
or
It was a 2.7 V6. I think.
yeah, a twin turbo
So it's a small
6-cylinder,
V6.
or they did make them in a V8, which was
Yeah, the V8.
the V8 was
V8 was
torquey
sweet.
as hell. Because the twin
V8
turbo was awesome, right?
Yeah.
But the V8 in like an
It's what-
Audi is like so like weird because it's all about freaking
Yeah.
like instant power.
Twin turbos had a lot of problems too.
Yeah, true. There's a lot of things. going
Timing
on there.
chain, like to say goodbye.
Badax says they go by Bobby. My grandfather went by Bob. It is just less confusing. Bob is good though. Well, Bobby, cheers to you. Thanks for being here, man. And are you live streaming tonight later after me? Or I suppose you'd be on right now if you were, wouldn't you? I guess I don't know your schedule as much. I know you like to live stream on Tuesdays, usually. The Taliskers is just the right amount of smoke. For me, Ardbeg is good around the campfire. Yes, Ardbeg is great around the campfire. And the Taliskers, I can't remember that much, honestly. Did I have the Talisker? I can't remember if I had it, actually. I know you have it. I can't remember if I tried it at your house or not. But I digress. So I don't know if Stacy's still in here, but if she is, I'll show her something I bought last week. Ba-bam! Oh, wait, hold on. Ba-bam!
That's better.
Red Breast Cash. And we're not going to drink it right now.
Take a look, see at the
But
bottom.
we'll take a look-see at the bottle because I found this for $80. Freaking $80. Like, I thought this was our MSRP 100, and I found it for 80. And so I find it for 80, right? And it's the first time I've seen this in Wisconsin in my entire life. And all the whiskey hunting, like I do walk past the Irish aisle every time I go to Woodman's and everything. Never seen the cast strength because I always look, and then I stumble upon it for
That's
$20
there.
cheaper than SRP.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, Redbreast cast strength. I did have a little nip, but I think I just like I didn't like sit with it. I think I just like honestly it might have been a neck bite. I might have just like cracked it open, took a swig just to see what it tasted like. And it was good, but I will be doing a review of it, and I'll probably drink it on live stream next week, along with the other bottle that I got. Should I show them the other bottle? You know what?
Just do
I'll
it.
do it. So this bottle, I'm saving until I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is not too far away. But you know, if you guys spread the word, the Bourbon Bar needs 1,000 subscribers, and once he gets there,
Only you can help.
Only you can help me open this bottle, because once I get there, I'm gonna be opening Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, baby. This is batch 148, and I found this at the wine cellar in a pier, and it was $220 or $225 roughly, which is about SRP for it. And man, I'm so excited.
It's just such a cool bottle.
It is so cool. I'm like, and I like cigars too, so I just want to frickin' sit, smoking a brisket, smoking a cigar, drinking cigar blend. Like, it's gonna be a good day. But that is the other one that I got this week as well. So
Until that day comes.
I'm just gonna
foam at the mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna stare at it. I'm gonna put it next to my bedside table and let it motivate me to work harder. Dang it, Bobby! Talisker is a great all-around bottle. It's got more of that maritime, if you like that. What is maritime again? What's maritime? What is maritime? It's like a flavor of. It's like
did we talk about this before? Or is this
no? Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember.
More that maritime, if you like it. I don't know what that means. Could you please explain?
Please explain. I'm sure it's a type of food or something, or a spice or something. Says, hey, which bottle is it? I just showed you, which is awesome. Recon Bro says, sup
she
at
asked what
first.
batch is it?
Oh, wait. Was she talking about what was she talking about?
Probably.
Does it Redbreast
Yeah.
have batches?
Does it? I don't know.
The
On the bottle, does it say?
The cigar blend is batch 148. I said, but I thought these were supposed to have like batch names, but it doesn't. But I don't think
I don't feel like it would.
Stacey, you're gonna have to clarify. I need to know if you're talking about the Redbreast or the cigar blend when you're asking about the batch, because I'm dumb like that and I can't pay attention. But Recon Bro says, sup at first. Okay, Hudson, that's enough.
Keep it PG in here. What the
Hey,
fuck?
but thanks for being here, man. And what's up to you too? Also, is Chase watching?
Yeah.
He said he was gonna. Chase, if you're here, type in chat.
Chase.
Let us know. Because Hudson's here.
Say hi.
Casey's here. What the heck? Where's
Say
Seth?
hi.
Where's Seth?
Yeah, where's Smack?
And Zach.
Where's Zach? What, Nate Dogg?
Nate Dogg? Anyway, Tasker was my getaway drug.
Nice.
Or sorry, gateway drug, not getaway drug. Gateway drug, really. You know what, Sugar Kitty? Were you a Scotch guy first, or just like a whiskey in general guy? I feel like you were. I feel like I knew the answer to that at one point, but Stacy said that's a good deal for Redbreast cast strength. It's $100 in Ohio.
Dang. Why is everything expensive outside of Wisconsin?
I don't know, man. Because people drink a lot in Wisconsin.
That's true.
Oh, the Redbreast. She said, is it B1 or B2? Or, sorry, B121 or B122? It is B122. So batch 1 of 22. Wait, 122. Yeah.
Wow.
How do the batches work? Is it kind of like Elijah Craig? It's got the B122 is like the first batch of 2022, or is it like, or is it like 2021, 2022, that kind of thing? Because it's B1 for all of them. But anyway, it's B122 is a batch number. Anyway,
Interesting.
Yes, sir. Smoke and a pancake.
Smoking a pancake, a blunt and a blitz,
A
a pipe and a crepe.
Derek said I stand in front of the Irish section at a festival in which I was somewhere else. Yeah. I'm not going live tonight. I'm at work looking at probably Thursday.
Nice.
I'll be at church on Thursday, unfortunately. Well, I can't say unfortunately because I should be there. Because Lord have mercy on my soul. But what do you do for? Wait, I just asked him what he does for work, and he literally is bad axe bourbon, and he has fire axes and stuff. But is that like your job? Like, are you a fireman? Like, you a fireman? Like, is that your job?
It is a full-time job.
Well, it can be, or it can be volunteering. Or volunteering.
I would assume then he's full-time.
You never know.
Maybe, assumptions are not good always.
Yeah. Boats and hoes.
Yes.
Boats and hoes. Maritime refers to boats and ships. And this, well, I knew that. Oh! He meant like the maritime, like salty water, seawater type. That makes so much more sense.
Now the wheels are turning.
Stupid.
This is just wow.
Multiple Canadian provinces. I'm confused. What about the? I missed something about Canadian provinces, but
really?
So close to 1K, dude. I know. It's like everyone just hit subscribe. I've been sitting at this like 940 mark for literally like the last month or two because I bought a house and I've been moving into the house and like I haven't really had time to put out my best content and a lot of content. So I've just been doing the bare minimum for the last couple months while I was doing all this stuff because I've been super busy and working 2 jobs doesn't help. But yeah, I gotta get there. I was 17 years old at Beam and Wawa Lemonade guy to start. Beam and Water Lemonade. Wait, Beam and Wawa. Is Wawa Lemonade a thing or is he saying water and lemonade? Wait, I'm so confused. Like water lemonade? I'm so confused.
Is it like a lemonade mixed in the water or is it actual lemonade?
I don't know. But we should pour another bottle here.
Here, hold on.
While we're talking.
I got something.
Casey's gonna pull out something.
Well, since we're opening new bottles tonight, I figured I'd bring this.
Oh, baby. The Heaven's Door, age 10 years, Decades series, 100 proof.
It's just a pretty bottle.
Dude, it is a pretty bottle. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. Nice. So you're going to crack that open. That's super cool.
Crack that open.
Awesome. Stacey said, shut up. I don't have batch 122 yet. Well, maybe be here next week on the live stream and I'll open it up and do a review. She says it's every year. Sometimes they release multiple batches a year. Okay, that's how it works. Stacey, I was so shocked when I found it. You have no idea. And like, it was a store that I don't go to as often as my other stores. I just like walked in and like, because I think we went in to buy beer. Lauren and I were going to go buy beer. And we walked in and I just went over by the bourbon because, as one does. And then I went over by the Irish and then I was just like, what the heck? It's craft strength and I never see that. So I bought it. I didn't even know anything about the batches. Like that cork pop.
This is cool.
Oh yeah. It's like indented and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like bottles that put in the extra work to make them look cool. It always helps. Says, yep, fireman full time for over 30 years now. Wow, that's awesome, man.
Nice.
That's super cool. What made you want to be a fireman? Just out of curiosity. Is it like ever since you were a kid you wanted to, or did your dad do it or something, or just out of curiosity?
Is your glass
bad? I did rinse it. Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir. So it should be clean. Wawa is a convenience store, a gas station apparently.
Oh, geez.
Interesting. That I did not know. A little heavy-handed there.
No.
Freaking Lauren over here.
Don't mind me.
Casey's got the Lauren pour underway. Maritime is a region in 3 Canadian provinces on the East Coast.
That's gotta be way too much. Come on. Oh my gosh.
Just pour it back in the bottle. It's not like I drank out of it.
Yeah, I did.
They have... So that's interesting. 3 Canadian provinces on the East Coast.
All right.
There
we go.
Better. Still heavy, but that's okay. Turkey says they have a Wawa's both with and without the gas station attached. Interesting. No Circle K in New Jersey. Might need to go to the quick stop instead. Oh well. Circle K. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but if we're talking gas stations, it's definitely Quick Trip. Quick Trip for the win.
We got some Circle K's in Green Bay.
Quick Trip is taking on the what we do.
Yeah, we got one right by Tundra Lodge, and then okay, so you know the bridge and the pier that goes into downtown Decatur?
Yeah.
You know the county road that goes south that you can take like Chilton?
Yes.
X. There's a
The
Circle
one on
K
the
down
water?
there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Ledgeview almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Circle K there. They keep building them. They look nice. I've never been in one, but
Connected with the sea, especially in relation to seafaring, commercial, or military activity, a maritime museum. Yeah, I've been to a maritime museum.
Manitowoc.
Circle K is right down the street from me. Interesting. Quick Trip is taking over the world, though, at least in the Midwest. Quick Trip is a huge
Quick
huge
Trip
thing.
is superior.
All right.
Yeah, no, these are a little heavy. Sorry, boys.
Hey, never complaining. Ooh. It's got like what is that? It's got like a very like good like a deep caramely aspect in it. I'd say there's a little bit of light fruit on it too.
There's a little bit of
Possibly.
orange.
Orange zestiness, like the orange peel. Yeah, if you didn't know, you can cleanse your nose palate by smelling your skin or your body, because that's technically home base for your brain.
Did not know that. The more you know.
Yeah, do. The more you know. So this is a neck pour fresh crack. I believe in the normal Heaven's Door, the typical batch, I get I think Hangen said something about peanuts. I always got like a bit of like a good spice, but I think the one that I've had is double barreled. And this is not double barreled.
No, it's yeah. Is that considered a high rye if it's over 20% rye?
Over 20% rye in the mash bill and non-charcoal mellowed. This bourbon is unlike anything you've ever had from Tennessee before.
And it's non-chill filtered too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, non-charcoal. That's the
non-charcoal.
non-charcoal.
Okay. New guy.
Yeah, newbies over here. Just kidding. That first of all, this bottle can I just say looks great. The whiskey is a little bit cold, so I'm just warming the baby up. Gotta cradle it, get it nice and room temperature, get all the flavors escaped out of there. Give it a SJ, as Matt Porter would say. Give her an SJ. Yeah. Oh, that changed it a bit.
Wow. What the?
I feel like it definitely has like a little bit of a cherry note in there too. Not much, but like it's got a hint of cherry in the nose here. Like a cherry, orange peel.
Some kind of red fruit.
It is a red fruit for sure. I always default to cherry when I think red fruits, but there are other red
There's
fruits
some
out there.
cinnamon in there as well.
Yep, cinnamon, so a little bit of spice. Oak, obviously, 10-year age
Yeah.
statement. Oak is there. Not as prevalent on the nose, but I have a feeling it'll be on the palate because that's really where oak likes to shine the most. But let's drink it. Cheers. You know what? This is surprisingly easy to drink for being 100 proof.
Yep.
You get that?
Yeah.
But the finish actually has some spices.
Yeah, no,
It's
the
leaving
finish
my
has some
tongue
spice.
like oak spice. It's like
Yeah.
oak spice is what
Down
it
the
is.
back of the throat.
Yeah, and my tongue is like, it
Tingle.
has that tingle.
Yeah.
Which is good. I'd love to get a good tingle. A good tongue tingler always makes your toes curl. Wait.
The
Anyway.
toes curl.
What? Okay, yeah. So this is respectable. How much did this?
Yeah, so I've never seen this before. I don't know if you have.
I've seen it once at a Binny's in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah, so the store that I went to is a little bit newer. And they were putting out some kind of allocated bottles, I would say. But I got it for $71.
That's pretty good. $71, 10-year age stated, 100 proof.
I was told myself if I seen it, I'd buy it,
Yeah.
and I did. So
I mean, It is a
70
cool
bucks.
bottle and special too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They definitely give that eye candy. And then
it does.
they have the Heaven's Door kind of
On
like
the side of the bottle, yeah, embossed in there, and
Yeah.
on the back, yeah.
see
Yeah.
that there?
Yep. So, yeah, definitely red fruit. It's got some cinnamon or some spice in general on the nose, and a little bit of oak. But then on the palate, you're getting that like oak spice and stuff in there too. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it again. Get another second glimpse or whatever. It's got like a real classic-y, just like good, rich bourbon flavor. I'm saying it's easy to drink, but it's also got like a lot of flavor in it, like a lot of good
It
flavor.
does have a lot of flavor in it. If you let it sit in your mouth and wishy-washy around.
Yeah, it's definitely crushable. But I mean, I could sit down and I could drink this. I could drink it for a while.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. Good oak influence, good spice.
And it's light.
I'm gonna look for some fruit actually in the palate.
I think I got like a doughy kind of a note too. I just can't pinpoint it.
I feel like there's a little bit of like a brown sugary aspect in this.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Which is weird that I'm getting so much brown sugar tonight, but it's not something I typically get. Brown sugar definitely has like a very bourbon-esque note, like that.
Yeah.
It's associated with, but I actually don't get that many that have a good brown sugar note. But that actually has like maybe it's like a caramelized brown sugar is what I'm getting. It's like kind of like that sweet brown sugar, but it's mixed good with that spice. It gets some good well-roundedness. I enjoy that actually a lot. I definitely feel like I could sit there and drink that stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like the perfect mix between not being like high proof, but also having spice that makes it feel almost high proof, but like it's easy to drink. It's a weird combination, but it's working. It's working for itself, which is really nice.
A lot of vanilla. Getting that vanilla, like, well, I guess I don't know if it's vanilla. Well, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's vanilla.
Circle K or something for me. Nope, no Circle K here, although I do know what that is. Quick Stop, Clerks, anyone? I don't know. Quick Stop.
What about a Come and Go?
Come and Go. Yeah.
What?
Ontario is full of Circle K. Circle K has the walk-in beer cave. Great to walk in when it's 125 degrees out. Every Quick Trip has a walk-in beer cave as well.
Everyone.
Actually,
every
gas station in Wisconsin has a walk-in beer cave.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like one of the smaller gas stations, like a small gas station. If it's a normal size gas station, it has a walk-in beer cave.
I'll tell you what. I used to deliver beer, and from like Green Bay up to almost like the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and every gas station I have been into in that amount of time has a beer fridge, no matter the size.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I get. I've never used it because I don't like. At first, I used to not like beer, and then I just don't drink light beer. And they don't really keep the craft beer in the beer fridge. They only keep like the typical stuff.
Some stuff, yeah. Some places, yeah.
But still, they always have beer fridges.
Every one of them.
Derek says the Heaven's Door 10-year looks very good. Where did you find that? That was the bourbon or the barrel place, I mean, right?
Yeah, so it's a new place. They do like custom engraving on like barrels and stuff, and they have like
it's in Neenah. They make like those signs that we have, the made out of barrel staves and stuff. They do that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, then they have like
you know what? Is that where Lauren got that stuff?
What? Maybe.
I don't know. Like I have a sign.
It's called Old Grain Works.
Yeah, I have a sign because I know what that place was because of Facebook.
What was it? Isn't it in there?
Group. Yeah, it says in this house we drink bourbon, and it's made out of.
Oh yeah, it was on your live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. For was it? Oh, that
anniversary.
Anniversary.
Or was it anniversary?
Or no, it was a year until your wedding, right?
I don't really know what it was.
It was
Our anniversary was there. Our anniversary was.
Then it was your anniversary.
Oh Yeah, well, yeah, because she bought it and she's gonna give it to me for like housewarming, but she didn't have any.
They have more bottles of it actually. If you really want a bottle that bad, I can go tomorrow.
Or Lauren could get it.
Or
I mean, she
Lauren
works
can go get it. Yeah,
2 blocks down from the place. Yeah, it's good though. It is good. Van X Bobby says my dad was a volunteer. That got me interested. I love aircraft too. Went into the Air Force as a firefighter. Rode ladder trucks and rescue for a few years. I specialized in aircraft. Dude, that's so cool. Like you're a fucking man. Like, and not to stereotype, but like, damn, like that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
I just use a lot of cuss words, but that's actually awesome. A lot of talking back and forth.
Oh my gosh.
If I had time, I'd read all those. But they're talking.
They're
talking to each
something
other.
about come and go.
Yeah, here's a come and go as a full gallon of cum guzzler.
Whoa.
Wowzers! I've never had a cum guzzler.
Dang.
Yeah, we have tons of quick trips here as well, and they really get you in and out. I don't think it's the same quick trips because you spelt it like a southerner.
Yeah, you spell it with a Q. We spell it with a K.
KWIK
Yeah.
trips.
And in Iowa, it's Quick Star, and I also think they have some in South Dakota, and that's also Quick Star.
It's named something else in other states?
Yeah.
What?
Hold on. Where's my wallet? I'm pretty sure it says on my Quick Trip. I have like a Quick Trip like rewards card, and I'm pretty sure on there it says Quick Star and Quick Trip.
Yeah, Quick Trip is great. They're 24-hour, have like hot food all day long.
Bomb food.
It's so good, especially when you're drunk, dude. Or hungry, drunk or hungry. Like either way, like their food just hits.
Good pizza for like $6, a whole pizza. Unheard of. Jack's Pizza isn't even $6, is it?
No, I don't think so. It's good. I don't know. It's good stuff. Coolest gas station I ever saw was traveling in Brazil. Was called Roto Serve. Had gra bathrooms with granite with all granite dog walkers and international cafe.
That's bougie.
That is super bougie. That is probably an expensive place to get gas.
That's true.
But what should we open next, hey?
Not the cigar blend, sadly.
Sadly.
Unreal.
What would you rather do between those other two that you got picked out over there? We got some new blends. Which happens off to the side?
Another 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we can go as long as we want, but
that's true.
The typical is like hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll go as long as we want. As long as we're having a good time, there's people here watching us have a good time. The people in chat are having a good time. And we're just drinking good whiskey here today. So Casey,
that's true.
So we've done just about
we're gonna do another budget.
All the stuff that we've set out to do. So Casey brought his favorite. That was a Michter's bourbon, and I tried it. And then it's a new one. Then we went to the new rye from Bardstown, the Bardstown Origin Series rye,
which was really good.
Which was also really good. And we compared it to the Bardstown High Rye, which was good. I think Casey,
I think I'd rather have the rye.
He would rather have the rye than the high rye. I think he might like the wheated.
Yeah.
How many wheated bourbons have you had?
I'd have to think about that.
Well, we have a wheated bourbon over there that's on deck after the 1792. But we also just did the Heaven's Door Decades, which was, it was good. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens when it opens up a bit. Yeah. You know, because that was a neck pour, and it was a neck pour, and it was easy to drink. You know, so I wonder how much more crushable it'll be after it opens up a bit.
Oh, that's how you pour whiskey.
Well, the neck helps. So here we got 1792 full proof. This bottle, honestly, is just a freaking hitter. This bottle is like $50, I think, 50 or $55. It is full proof, so
I've never actually seen the full proof.
I believe it goes in at 125 proof, and then when it comes out of the barrel, they proof it back down to 125 proof. So it's an even 125 proof, and it is from 1792, which is a Barton product, and yeah, I like it a lot. So we're gonna see what Casey thinks about it here. Quick star according to online. Yeah.
Quick Star. Same.
Might be like a Hardee's, Carl Jr. Same
Yup.
thing, different store. True. Yeah.
Correct.
Depending on who owns it. Who's been to Buc-ee's? That place is pretty cool.
Oh,
It's only in Texas.
I've
think
heard
it's only in the
Buc-ee's.
South.
I heard Buc-ee's is awesome.
Yeah, I heard it smacks, but I have not been. All right, let's get this bad boy on the nose.
Oh,
Dude,
it just smells so good.
what are you getting? What's something specific? Get anything specific out of here before I
The caramel, the
sway your
oil.
mind? There's one note that it's a really good bourbon note, but it's not it's not like typical, but when you get it, it's just like hell's yes. What are you thinking?
Give me a minute there.
So this was actually one of the first this has got to be like one of the first couple bottles that I got. I got this bottle a long time ago, kind of right after I started the channel. It was might have been one of the first barrel strengths I actually had too, which is insane to think about. But you think about that and smell that.
Is there apple?
Uh,
Is that like a sour apple? No.
maybe I could get like maybe a hint of an apple, but think breakfast foods. You just smell it and think about breakfast foods. I need to fill the water. Agua. Why does the water agua?
Breakfast food. All right. Well, Holden likes French toast, but
Think about a condiment that goes on breakfast foods.
jam,
Okay, think easier.
syrup.
Yeah.
I've had some
Smell it?
maple syrup bourbon.
Smell it and just think like boozy maple syrup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
This is probably
I should have brought.
the most maple syrupy like bourbon that I own. One of the most. I actually have had some other maple syrupy monsters, but this one has such a boozy maple syrup in it.
Have you tried my company bourbon? So I don't want to get this wrong, but
Sorry, guys, I was thirsty. Welcome. That was like I heard you talk to me, but I'm in the zone here. I'm drinking.
chugging.
Man, I was thirsty. What company bourbon?
It's called company bourbon. So I think it's an
Is it-
ex-distiller of Jack Daniels. I think his name is Matt Arndt. Made his own company, and he calls it company bourbon.
Really? I
And
don't think I've had
I was
it.
in Nashville, Tennessee for actually Hudson's
Yeah, that
girlfriend's
Recon
birthday.
Bros up here, if he's still in here, which I doubt.
And he was there, and I talked to him about it. And this was like before I was like really like even into bourbon. So you know what? Actually, that was probably like the first bottle of whiskey that I was just like, I like this. And it's maple finished bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
bourbon finished in a maple barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
Super good.
That can be real good.
it is delish.
I like me a maple note in my whiskey for sure. Sure, Katie said I've never been to Buc-ee's. Sounds like the Mall of America version of convenience stores. Does Bobby
Yes.
get to go down the fire pole? Is it still a thing? Apple pancakes with maple syrup. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the apples,
Yeah, I
but
don't
like
know
the
about the apple
pancake
either.
maple syrup, I get definitely like a cherry, like a red fruity note in here. A lot of people will get a banana note from a Barton, but this at cast strength, I feel like banana note is a very like lower, like not lower proof, but I feel like on the lower proof stuff, like that 1792 small batch, I could get a banana, but I feel like I get less banana in like a cast strength like this.
I've only had a couple whiskeys that I got banana on.
Yeah, Brothers Bond being one of the most banana
Really?
ones I've had. Yeah.
I opened that Jack Daniels Red Dog Saloon. Did I tell you about that one?
Wait, I can't remember.
It's not a bourbon. It's a whiskey, but
Right. Well, probably
It's-
like Tennessee whiskey or whatever.
yeah. and like right off the bat, it was just like a banana Laffy Taffy, and I was like, "This
Really?
is super good." And it was a $27 bottle of whiskey. I was just like, "Holy shoot!"
Interesting. Yeah. Well, Jack Daniels has like a banana flavor in some of it
Yeah.
too. Like if you get the black label single barrel, like in the cool
Yeah.
bottle with the black label, those are usually a banana. But again, those
Really?
are the lower proof
Yeah.
versions. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever had like cast strength banana before.
Me either.
Viking Bourbon says I think 1792 is overlooked. I 100% agree.
I think 1792 needs to put out more stuff in Wisconsin.
That's true. We can get small batch and then
Foolproof?
an occasional full proof.
And then
If you're lucky,
You get
you'll
sweet
see a sweet wheat. But there's no
If you're
single
lucky.
barrels, there's no bottled in bonds,
Nope.
and there's no
What's the other one? I don't know. Isn't it green?
no. There's the yellow, the gray. The sweet wheat is like a brown.
Yeah, like a tan.
The yellow is a bottled in bond. I think the gray is a single barrel.
This is black. That
This-
one's
well,
red.
this is blue. It's you can't. It looks black, but it's like a navy blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait.
That's black. That's 100% black, dude.
No, it can't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's just the lighting.
It's 100% black.
I swear that's blue.
Oh, it looks a little.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe. In the
I
right
thought
lighting.
I thought that was blue for my entire existence owning this. So if it's black, that's super embarrassing. Yeah, but 1792 is so good.
It is.
But let's get on the palate. Did you get on the palate yet?
Yeah, I'll take a little taste of it. Wow.
That's the first cast strength tonight, right?
Yeah. The second one was a larceny.
Yeah, we'll get there. That is good. What do you think?
I think that was also good. I mean,
Frickin-
50 bucks.
Dude, the oak in this, it's got like the oak, the sweet caramelness. It's got
Yeah.
everything. I want to say there actually might be a little bit of like a sweet tobacco.
It's got that
note.
really nice hot.
Yeah, it's like the Kentucky hug on this son of a bitch. It's just mouth coating goodness. Maple syrup does come through, but it's not as much on the palate as the nose.
It's
but
just
it's good.
tasty, desserty,
Mm-hmm.
foolproof. Like, not like weird dessert either.
I want to say I get a little bit of a sweet tobacco. Not much, but a little bit of like a good sweet tobacco.
You know
note on
what?
that
This
one.
would be good with a cigar.
Absolutely.
100%.
I can't. Now that I have a house, I cannot wait to smoke more cigars with whiskey.
Okay.
I always end up smoking cigars in a place where I'm not drinking whiskey because I'm like outside doing exercise or golfing or something where like I'm thirsty.
The amount of cigars we are going to have this summer.
I'm so fucking excited, dude. Dude, that's gonna be great. Banana walnut pancakes are the shiz.
Ooh,
dude.
banana?
Yeah. But are you allergic to walnuts?
No, dude, I can have walnuts. I can
Just
have
peanut.
walnuts,
And
pecans,
pistachio.
almonds.
Yeah.
I cannot have
You cannot have
pistachios.
peanuts or pistachios.
Or cashews.
Or cashews.
All the good ones.
I love and literally my three favorites. Peanuts, pistachios, cashews. Those are three best nuts.
What do I say?
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
missing out? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, on the bright side, you think the taste of peanuts are gross, so
The smell of them
or
are
peanut
nasty.
butter or whatever.
The smell of it's
It
gross.
smells great. Ugh.
Yuck. Wow.
Sugar Cake says 1792 foolproof isn't a beginner's bottle, but it's up there with the rare breeds of the world. Absolutely, hitting out of its league for $50
It is good.
or 50 or 60, whatever I paid for this.
It is
It's so good,
damn good.
like a crusher. And they have single barrels all the time.
Yeah,
I
I
guarantee
need to get one. I need to get a bottle.
You will find a single barrel within this next probably. It's
a single
around-
barrel.
Yeah, they have a lot of single barrel or like barrel picks of foolproof around. Festival had a bunch last year or 2 years ago.
Sign me up.
Yeah, foolproof 1792 was the first bottle I couldn't handle. A little too hot. It is hot, but I'm a proof for. We all know
Is
it.
that Louis the Fifth?
Louis the Fifth,
Is that the fifth?
sixth.
Well, let's say
Fifth would be just a V.
I'm
Wait,
bad with
wait,
Roman
wait.
numerals, so
All I know, we've had this. He's in here, and I've had this conversation 50 times. All I know is the way it works is the big number is in the middle, and if it's before the number or after the number, that is whether you add or subtract it. So, like if it was IX, it would either be 9 or 11. I'm not sure which one because I can't remember. But I think if it's before, you add, and it's after, you subtract. So IV, I think, would be 6.
Taylor, if you're still in the chat right now, look at the clock on the wall and tell us what 11 and what 9 is.
I'm sure Sugar Kitty or someone's gonna. Oh wait, right here, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
IV is 4, VI is. That would make more sense because if you were counting up, it would be I, V, right? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So then IV or 1, 2, 3, and then IV would be 4, and then V would be 5.
Oh, see?
VI would be 6.
Sugar Kitty with the hookup.
Literally a goat. Sugar Kitty is just so smart. Honestly, the whole chat is smart. All these people are a lot smarter than I am, but whatever. Derek says, I've heard there's a Buc-ee's coming to Wisconsin near La Crosse.
Come on.
You have to take a trip out there.
Sign me up.
Hagen apparently gets store pick bibs for $40. Love me some. You lucky son of a bitch. Freaking Arizona people, they get their whiskey cheap too.
Yeah, no
They
kidding.
get cheap shit in Arizona. That's what I say.
What kind of weather do you deal with down there besides like insanely heat or insanely hot?
That's about it. I think.
I think don't you guys have like ice storms or something? Or is that Texas?
I don't know. I feel like Wisconsin has snow. The East Coast has
we
hurricanes.
Have shitty winters.
Wait. Yeah, the East Coast has hurricanes. And the South has hurricanes. The middle of this country has tornadoes. And then what happens on the western part of the country?
San Andreas.
Well,
Fault,
there's like sandstorms.
I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. Sandstorms.
I don't know how common they are.
That's gotta be shitty.
But it's gotta be shitty. Imagine, dude. Oh, that would suck.
So
I always think about Mission Impossible.
I don't
Tom
think you
Cruise running through a sandstorm, dude.
Doesn't that, if you drive through it, doesn't take the paint off your car?
Well, yeah, it's like a sandblaster. It'll take your freaking skin off. Well, it'll cut you up, basically.
So
it's sketchy. Don't go outside, basically.
Is there tumbleweeds that you can die from too?
I don't think you can die from tumbleweed.
I don't know. What if there's a huge tumbleweed? I don't know. We think they're tiny, but have you seen a tumbleweed in real life? Because I
have actually.
Oh really?
It was once or twice. I think it was once.
Where were you?
In Wisconsin.
Come on.
But all tumbleweed is a ball of dead weeds that the wind blows around.
I guess.
That's all tumbleweed is. I think. I could be wrong. But when I think of tumbleweed, I think of dead leaves. Or dead weeds, I mean. It's all strung together.
Tell him.
Rolling around.
He's never seen a tumbleweed before.
Yeah. I just had a Wi-Fi thing. I hope my Wi-Fi is still good. It showed a Wi-Fi thing. I hope my service is good enough.
What did you get for your AT&T?
Spectrum.
Yeah,
It's
Spectrum's
300. It's supposed to be
it's
fast.
awesome.
It's supposed to be fast.
We just got the new AT&T 5G by us, so I'm thinking about getting that.
5G. I have it on my phone. Seems like every time
Really?
it switches to 5G, it takes a shit. So
Really?
well, that's what it seems like. It always says 5G, and then everything stops loading.
That's not good.
Sure, he says banana and strawberry together equals bubblegum.
What?
Really?
Come on. You gotta be pulling.
Are you serious?
You're pulling my leg.
He's fucking with us. Maybe not. I don't know.
What if he knows a lot about bubblegum?
For all we know, Sugar Kitty probably invented bubblegum. Damn. It's done everything. Derek says, "Let me subtract Daniels an old number 27 maple barrel finish."
Where did you find the Jack 27 maple? I want to know.
I think you got it from festival, maybe.
Really?
The one by University, I think.
I
can't remember.
That's a good festival.
That's the best festival. That's where I got my old Fitz 19 and my Parker's Heritage. Dude.
That's debatable, better than Wine Cellar.
That's true.
It's a close.
Well, the Wine Cellar will have in the cabinet, and he'll keep it behind the counter and stuff. That festival, it's you have to be there when it gets there.
True.
And they shut it down. You have to get lucky, but I've gotten lucky. Derek's gotten lucky.
That's true. Wine Cellar in Green Bay has got to be probably the best store for bourbon.
Yeah, I mean Woodman's. That's obviously going to be the best for price and stuff.
Well,
but they'll get allocated bottles 3 months after they come out.
Yeah.
Whereas the Wine Cellar will get it when it comes out, which is what I need as a YouTuber. And the people at the Wine Cellar are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm freaking friends with them.
Yeah, they're cool. No, and I mean, if you really want that bottle that bad,
yeah, if you're willing to pay the price, It's not like they upcharge like a shit ton, but like they're upcharging to what people are willing to pay for it. And why not? When you're a smaller store.
Is it the 12-year?
What?
Don't they have? Or they have a?
I was able to get a bottle. Oh yeah. They have a 12-year.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the other one.
Gray is 12-year. That's what it is. What's single barrel? Single barrel is white, or single barrel is maybe white.
Should I
I
look
don't
it
know.
up? Should I look it up?
You could. Sure, he says that this is black apparently.
It is.
Damn, dude, I'm so dumb.
Color shit.
Viking Bourbon says he's able to get the bottle and bond and the 12-year. See, I would want the 12-year as well. That one would be great. Full proof is black. Damn. 12 wine has some good 1792 full proof picks as well, but I've not seen them for a while. Oh, wait, we have it right here. Bib yellow, maroon is small batch, single barrel is tan. Okay, so single barrel is tan. Full proof is black, and then bib yellow. He said that.
Gotta get you a 1792 Ridgemont Reserve. They don't make that anymore.
There's a blue one, like a vibrant, like royal blue one, but it was like a limited edition, finished in like sherry casks or some shit, or port finished, whatever.
Yeah, the yellow is bottle and bottle. So what's the 12-year? See, there's a
12
green
year,
one.
12 years gray.
See, there's a green one. Warehouse 30 collapse.
Okay, that's got to be like either fake or really rare.
No way you're finding that.
Yeah, Joe Dickinson says the regular full proof sucks. The picks are way better. Really? Because I like the regular full proof.
Yeah.
So that means I really need to get a pick. I suck with the Roman numerals, not even Roman.
It's probably the same thing with the Russells. The Russells single barrel picks.
The
Fantastic.
Russell's, yeah. The normal Russell's 10 is good. It's respectable.
Yeah, it's respectable
cheap.
for
It's
$25
for the money, but the freaking Russell single barrels,
Beautiful.
nut. We were only taught that in like 4th grade. I don't think I was ever taught Roman numerals. To be fair.
No, we went to Densmore, so.
To be fair. Weather is bad for 3 months. Rest of the year is great, and no digging car out of the snow. If you want to see snow, you drive up north for the day and leave it there and come home. Interesting.
Nice.
Killer tumbleweeds. We even have the internet here, Casey.
Man.
They got everything. I work with software that deals with flavors and fragrances. That's how I know the chemicals for the taste. Dude, the more you know. Freaking Sugar Kitty Encyclopedia. The Human Encyclopedia. The Kitty Encyclopedia.
You know, I would have never known that for probably the rest of my life if you just didn't tell me that right now.
Me too. Superior Discount in Mountain Rock. Apparently, Derek says this is very good.
Oh.
Or no, sorry, that's where he got
Jack.
it. It's Jack. Yeah.
Jack Maple.
They got in the copyright problem with the name Ridgemont. Not sure who we're talking about there.
The 1792 Ridgemont Reserve.
Oh, yes. The blue is port finished. That's what it was.
Oh.
Fast Times. What colors? The Sweet Wheat. That one's like a burnt orange. Correct. To be fair, are we already at 12 for the to be fair counters?
That's 13, 14. To be fair. 15, 16.
Just freaking tapping the counter button. I have one, not that good. Not that good. The Sweet Wheat or not that good?
The port
finished.
Really?
The word is feline. Yes, feline encyclopedia. See, I've had the Sweet Wheat. I thought it was tasty.
It is good.
It's tasty.
Oh, okay, all right.
Grab that, Larson.
Weeded bourbons.
Weeded bourbons.
All right, I've had a Weller. That's weeded. Okay.
Weller is weeded.
All right.
Did I ever give you
had the drip
any
list?
Pappy or Old Rip 10?
Yes.
That's
I had
weeded.
a little nip of that. All
That's
right.
weeded.
I've had that, and then I've had the Sweet Wheat. Yep.
Is Mike Parker's Heritage weeded?
Isn't this considered weeded too?
That is weeded, yes. That's why I was
I have
saying.
not had this.
That's why I was saying that we were going to break into it. So the batch that we're going to have is A123. It's 125.8 proof. That's 62.9% alcohol. So actually only 0.8 proof higher than the 1792. Do you have enough water? Do you want me to?
I got it. No, this one's clean. You got her. All right, you can pour it since I'm terrible at that.
Well, this one doesn't have the good neck, so. But... Oh yeah, papi.
You know, ever since you told me that the glasses get cloudy if you leave the alcohol in them, I like religiously wash them.
Yeah, well, I wash it every time I.
Well, like I rinse it out
Oh,
before I leave it on the counter.
I dry it.
Oh, really?
I dry them every time I wash them because if you don't dry them, they get water spots. And as someone who makes YouTube videos, you're recording a video and there's water spots on the glass that makes it look dirty.
I don't hand wash them. I just throw them in the dishwasher,
Oh yeah, I suppose that too.
and then they come out all sparkly and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, true. Lauren started doing that, but now we don't have a dishwasher anymore. So R.I.P.
We'll have to fix that.
Yeah, we'll fix it. Oops. Gatito de Gatito de Azúcar strikes again. And knowing is half the battle. That I know exactly what you're talking about. Onto the craft, Twisted Path Distillery Rye. Where's that
from?
Where's that? And is it good? Is a real question. Dickinson says a sweet wheat not worth the chase or the secondary price. Oh no. I had a pour of it at a bar. See, look at it. It says on my Wi-Fi is really bad.
That's.
I hope not.
Does it cut out, guys?
It doesn't look like it's cutting out. See, that's why I have this here.
Whatever.
It's good. It's fine. See, I've only ever had a bar pour of the sweet wheat, and it was cheap at the bar.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I ever bought a bottle of it. Larcenies that we did Heaven Hill. Yes, so this is Elijah Craig, but we did basically.
Cool.
And the age statement is as much. It's about 8 years old roughly. But I love it. I freaking think Larceny is great.
I like the key idea.
Bad Bob paid a grip for the sweet wheat and was not impressed. Yeah, maybe that's why I liked it. Because for me, the sweet wheat was cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Real cheap.
What was it per ounce? Wasn't it like $3?
No, not that cheap.
Was it?
Like $6. But like, well,
Really?
at their price, well, from a bar that sells whiskey, their prices were like,
Yeah, it's decently priced.
you know, it was like,
There.
yeah, it was like $5
Oh,
for like a typical,
Was it?
you know, bourbon, or for a typical pour or something. But like $6, not bad. Because a pour of Blanton's like what, $12 or 13, something stupid.
That's lower
Gatito de Azúcar is sugar kitty in Spanish. Oh.
Whoa.
Sugar kitty in Italian would be El Gato Zucchero. That means kitty of sugar. The kitty of sugar. But that's how you would say it in Italian. It'd be El Gato Zucchero. Zucchero. Twisted Path is in Milwaukee. Really?
Oh.
Is it big or small? I have never been there. But I'm going to Milwaukee in August, so we might go there. Have you tried this? Did you smell it?
A little sippy.
So this one is, these Larcenies always give me
That's
like
fruity.
candy bar notes.
Wow.
Like Snickers, like it's always got like a good bready peanut, like chocolatey note. I always get like so good chocolate in these guys.
Yeah, I could get chocolate on the
And
nose.
like a nougaty
On. Ooh.
ness, nougat. Like literally a Snickers bar. I know you can't have a Snickers bar, but maybe try a Three Musketeers or Milky Way.
I had a Snickers.
Did you die?
The almond one.
Oh yeah, I suppose they make almond Snickers. So yeah, think of an almond Snickers then.
It's not bad. The
almond
almond, I mean,
Snickers or
the
the
almond
whiskey?
Snickers is not bad. It ain't great.
How's this? How do you think? What are you thinking about this, huh? Let's get some of your opinions.
It does. The nose is good. You can definitely get the proof on the nose. That's for sure.
It like freezes every once in a while, but not too bad.
Is it because of the internet?
Yeah, I don't know, but it says it's fine right now, so it should be good. Anyway, what were you saying about the nose?
I was saying it's really, like, it smells really good. Like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
definitely get the chocolate you were talking
Chocolatey,
about. Caramel, vanilla,
yeah.
obviously.
Oak, there's oak presence on it, and that weededness just rounds everything off. It's like a well-rounded.
Yeah, it's got that, like, creamy nougat taste.
Yeah, I love it. The nougat is a great note for this. Maybe a little bit of like a molassesy.
Yeah, like a cinnamony molasses. Like a hotter molasses.
Yeah.
What kind of candy is that?
A hot molasses. I don't know, like a ginger snap cookie has molasses.
That'd be
like ginger.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Biking Bourbon says small craft. So is it good? What's your consensus there, Biking Bourbon? Is it worth getting, worth trying, going there, checking it out? Two-wheel bourbon, start distilling. Yeah. Well, says you'll stick to the biking the bourbon trail. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. It'd be a great YouTube video too. Biking along the entire bourbon trail.
Biking bourbon. Have you been to what's it called? Sturgeon Distilling. It's in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
I've never been there.
Yeah, I've never been there either. Apparently they're newer.
Really?
But yeah, they started posting some stuff, and the place looks really nice.
Sugar Katie says chocolate is a very frequent flavor in Weeders. Yes, actually, Maker's 46 is a bourbon that I got chocolate on, and it was my first big boy note that I got out of
I've had that too.
a whiskey.
That's a weird
That was kind of my gateway drug, and then there's a Weeder. Yeah, all Maker's marks are actually usually Weeders. So the more you know.
Learning a lot for that.
Yes, sir. Sure. He says, what do you know? Or sorry, do you know what Mary Jane candy is? That's molasses. I don't know what Mary Jane candy is actually. I only know molasses from like a gingerbread cookie or molasses cookies. What is Mary Jane candy? Handy Z says most chocolatey whiskeys for me is New Riff. Really? Like bourbon? I'm assuming chocolatey bourbon is New Riff.
I still haven't tried the single barrel New Riff. Have you?
Like just a normal single barrel, like a store pick.
Like the one that they just put out, that New Riff just put out single barrel New Riff?
Well, I mean, they've had single barrels all the time from like store picks and stuff.
Well, like, don't they just have it regularly now on the shelf?
I don't know. The only two New Riffs I had was Balboa Rye and Malted Rye, and Malted Rye was orgasmic.
Good.
And Biking Bourbon says, I feel the Twisted Path is a must stop. Well, then it's decided we will stop there. But I think it's about time we wrap it up. We are at the 1 hour and 57-minute mark, and we have drank our way through plenty of whiskeys tonight.
Yeah.
Biking Bourbon says I have not been to the distillery in Sturgeon Bay. It's in Oshkosh, but it's called this.
It's called Sturgeon Distilling
or something. Sherry says yellow wrappers with a red stripe around it. I guess it's more of an older candy. I've not had it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, Sugar. I've never had it. But I can look it up. Mary Jane candy. I can show it on the screen. Mary Jane candy. I lied. I've had it.
What?
It's that shit. Yeah.
I've
had that. Well, we'll show it on the screen for the people. That I can relate to.
Oh. Sturgeon Spirits in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Sturgeon Spirits. See, I've never been there either, but here's the Mary Jane candy, everybody. Just so you guys know what Sugar Kitty's talking about. I've definitely had those, and they're tasty. But anyway, I digress. So let's do an overall consensus after we read this comment, because Biking Bourbon says another nice one closer to you is Ledge Rock in Fond du Lac. They're farm to bottle. Really? Huh.
I have to try that one.
I have to try that. Yeah, you're closer.
Sounds closer to that.
Sounds
closer to me.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, you may not remember the name, but the rappers you do. Absolutely. Also, 21090 is up next on the TGIT schedule, so make sure you guys are going to go watch them. But, Casey, what is our consensus of the Larceny Barrel Proof? You've had the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and now you've had the Larceny Barrel Proof. That's the two sides of Heaven Hills.
This one's definitely a lot more chocolatey, and I'm a chocolate kind of guy.
So far, every Larceny Barrel Proof I've had has had some kind of resemblance to candy bars or baked goods or just like tasty stuff like that.
I think I gotta get me a bottle of some Larceny.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so let's just do a quick rundown. We started off with Casey's favorite. That was the Michter's Bourbon. And so then I had a new bottle that I decided to bring out and give him, and that was a Bardstown Rye. So the mixer's bourbon, it was great. Honestly, a hitter. It definitely is. It's an easy kill. You can drink it all day long, and it's fantastic. And then we moved on to this rye, and the rye was good. Not too much to say about it right now. It had some great notes, some great stuff, but I feel like it's definitely going to take some more diving into and sitting with before I give you guys an actual good review of it. But the initial impressions are that it is definitely good. And if you guys like ryes, it's probably one that you want to look for. Then we went ahead and compared it side by side against the High Rye from Bardstown because Casey's been wanting to try this one for a while. And he actually didn't like it quite as much as he liked the actual rye. But, you know, it's still good. I personally like this. I'm a big bourbon guy. But Casey does have an affiliation toward his rye whiskeys. So there's that. And then we moved on. Casey brought a special bottle from home, and that was a Heaven's Door 10-year, the decades. This one was really good. This one was crushable, but at the same time had like I don't know. It was a weird
classic
mix of
taste.
classic crushable bourbon with it still tasted almost proofy, but overall it was good. Especially $70 in this market is not a bad price to pay for this. So we liked that. Then we started moving on to the cask strength stuff. We pulled out the 1792. You guys know that stuff is nice. It's definitely great whiskey, underrated and not talked about enough in our opinion. And then last but not least, we had the Larceny barrel proof. Obviously, I love that. Casey says that he enjoyed it a lot too. What was your favorite one that you drank tonight? If you had to choose between all of these, what's your favorite?
Honestly, if I had a favorite, the one I'm most surprised, and I would 100% buy
1792. Absolutely, dude. That 1792 full proof is so good. I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah,
it's just if, for the price, honestly, can't beat it. I mean, you can beat it without your barrel proof, but you don't get this kind of value in whiskey anymore.
No.
You know, and especially if you can find a single barrel, which you can, a store pick, absolutely, you can do that.
Oh yeah.
Also, guys, if you want to press that bottle over here, Casey and I did do a review. I don't know if any of you guys saw my shorts or TikToks, but we did a review. They said Yellowstone American Single Malt. That video is going to be coming out this Saturday, so make sure you guys are staying tuned for that. We reviewed it together. It's his bottle. He brought it over to share. It's very unique. Honestly,
very unique.
It's really good. I mean, it's good. Stuff from Yellowstone, American Single Malt. Not a whole lot of distilleries are jumping on that train yet, but it seems to be a growing genre.
And
however,
if you see this bottle, might as well grab it.
Yeah, honestly, fair price, and for what it has to offer, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I did put out TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reel for a minute review of this. But like I said, we're gonna have an in-depth review with me and Casey this Saturday, so make sure you guys are staying tuned for that. Also, make sure you guys are tuning into the next people, which is 21090. It's streaming tonight. So go and check them out. Their link, Sugar Kitty, put up right there. But I'll read these last couple comments, and then we're going to head out. Some old lady probably threw one in your Halloween bag. Holden, absolutely, definitely. And that was the last comment. So that being said, guys, thank you all for being here. And thank you, Casey, for being on the show. Grab a glass. We're going to cheers these people out. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we will see you all in the next glass. Cheers. Ooh, first try. Cheers, everybody, and have a wonderful